Hello children, today we will learn something about water that is safe for drinking. Water which is safe for drinking means the water which does not endanger our health in any way is safe for drinking. In scientific word we say it is potable water. Potable, potable water. Now look at the image here. The water looks very clear and transparent, isn't it? It's not dirty, but still we don't know this is safe for drinking or not. Today we are going to learn some terms in this lesson about water, and we'll know what are the process to make water safe for drinking. So let's learn some new words in the lesson. Okay, look here. Sugar, salt, washing soda, alum disappear in the water. They dissolve completely in the water. After it gets mixed in water, we call the mixture as solution. Now look here, sugar. When you put it in tea or coffee, it dissolves. What it dissolves? Yes, pighal jana, right? So, sugar is soluble. It dissolves. In English, we say dissolve. Look at the word dissolve. D-I-S-S-O-L-V-E. Dissolve completely in water. Same way salt. When mommy put salt into uh, the food, the meal, it dissolves into it, isn't it? It dissolves into the water also. When you make lemonade and all, salt dissolves. The same way alum also dissolves. This is called alum. Look at the picture. Yes, it looks like ice cubes, but this is called alum. When you put it in water, it dissolves. You cannot see it through your eyes after it melts inside, right? And the after the things dissolve, that water we can call it as solution. That mixture water and sugar or salt, everything is mixed inside here, and we call this water as solution. And most of the things get dissolved in water, right? Most of the things dissolve in water like sugar, salt, washing soda, alum and all. So water is called as solvent. What do we call? Water is solvent. Now we call water as solution after it gets mixed with the chemicals and other things, and water is also called as a solvent because most of the things get dissolved in it. Say solvent. S-O-L-V-E-N-T. Repeat after me. Very good. Now, what things don't dissolve in water? Children, look here. This is saline. Saline is a solution. Yes. Why? Because in this saline, there is some useful chemicals mixed in it, and it dissolved also. You cannot see those mixtures anymore. So saline is also a solution. Now, have you heard about ORS? Yes. What is ORS? ORS is oral rehydration solution. Yes, this when you mix it in water, it dissolves and we drink it to get energy. When we are tired, when we are dehydrated, we drink this with the water. So it's called ORS. Oral, that is through mouth we take. Oral rehydration solution. Okay, and saline we give it to the patients to get energy. Some useful chemicals are dissolved into it. Now let's see some substances which do not dissolve in water. For example, turmeric powder. Now look at turmeric powder, haldi we call it as. It do not disappear even when you stir. Look at the colors. Yes, the yellow color is turmeric powder. It doesn't dissolve. Even sawdust. What is sawdust? Wooden particles. Particles are pieces. Listen to my some new words. Particles. Particles are small pieces. See, sawdust, the wooden particles do not disappear from water. They do not dissolve. In another word, we can say. Even oil, when you mix oil in water, it they do not dissolve. It doesn't dissolve. You can see oil floating upside, right? Now let's see the things that float on water and the things that sink in water. Yes, the things that float are lighter than water and the things that sink are heavier than water. For example, you can see rubbers. Look at the pictures nicely. Yes, plastic ball is floating on water and ball, wood, and plastic toys are floating on water. But there are some things which do not float. They sink. Stones, iron things, all minerals, cement, everything, they directly go into the bottom because they are heavier than water's weight. So they directly go to the bottom of the water when you put it in. Yes, the objects filled with air float on water. Rubbers, plastic, wooden objects are lighter than water. Understood? Children, now let me tell you what is filtration. Filtration is straining the muddy water is called filtration. How to strain the water? Yes, say the word straining, straining. Straining the muddy water is filtration. Look at the picture here. Yes. What is a man having in his hand here? He is having muddy water in the beaker. This dish is called beaker. In science laboratory, we can see this. It's a kind of glass. Yes. He is pouring muddy water into the glass. And what he is having above that? He is having a muslin cloth folded 3 or 4 times so that all the mud settles on the cloth and we get the clear water. He is straining the water. And this process is called filtration. He is doing filtration here. Now, swirling alum in water helps the soil particles. I told you what is particle? Particles are small pieces. Okay, so that alum helps soil particles in muddy water to settle down. Look here. This person is putting alum into the water, muddy water, and we'll swirl it for some time. And I told you alum dissolves in water. It gets it gets dissolved. It gets mixed into the water and slowly the mud settles at the bottom of the water, bottom of the vessel. That is called settling. Settling. And look at the person, he is putting alum into the muddy water to clear the water. But children, do you think after swirling alum into the water and the mud settles down, and can we drink that water? No, that is not safe for us to drink. Still, some process we have to have safe drinking water. Let's see. Children, here I want to tell you about this instrument. What is this instrument is called? The person here using microscope. This is an instrument for looking at very small things which we cannot see with our eyes, or even through a magnifying glass which we cannot see through them. But through this microscope you can see very tiny things which we cannot see through our eyes. So this instrument is called microscope. Now, what things you can see through microscope? Let's see. Yes, we can see microorganism through microscope. What is microorganism? Microorganisms are these which we cannot see through our naked eyes. Here in picture you can see nicely, but you cannot see them through your naked eyes. You need microscope for that. So, what is microorganism? Microorganism is a living thing that cannot be seen by the naked eye or even with a magnifying glass. Some microorganisms present in our food are useful. All the microorganisms are not useful but some microorganisms are useful. For example, microorganisms present in milk, they convert into curd, dahi banane ke liye. Yes, right. Some microorganisms are useful for us, but some microorganisms are bad also, which are dangerous for us. Yes, some microorganisms cause disease when they enter our body. They are said to be harmful microorganisms. Example, coronavirus, which we can see nowadays. Yes, we are not able to see them, but it goes to our body and cause diseases. Yes, some people we get diarrhea, loose motion problems and all. Yes, it's because of some virus, some microorganisms which are not good for our body enter into us, right? So these microorganisms can be seen through microscope only. Children, now let's see why we have to boil water. Now, microorganisms, I told you, they are present everywhere. They are present in the soil, in water, in air, on rocks, etc. So, we must boil the water. As I told you in the first picture, the water looked very clean and transparent. So, even in clean and transparent water, microorganisms can be present. It is necessary to have safe water for drinking. So water must be boiled to destroy any microorganisms present in it and to prevent us from diseases. So we must boil drinking water which is safe for us to drink. That is called potable water, as I said. Now what we have learned today, let's revise. We saw substances that dissolve in water like sugar, salt, washing soda, alum, etc. Yes, we also have seen substances. What is substances? Yes, substances are things. In scientific word, we can say substances. Substances that do not dissolve in water also we saw. For example, turmeric powder, yes, oil and sawdust. Many things are there, right? Which you have done the experiment from the textbook. Yes, and we have seen substances that float on water, substances sink and settle at the bottom to make it clean. In order to obtain clean water, muddy water is allowed to settle through alum. Yes, very right, through alum. And after settling, what we have to do? That is not enough for drinking. Yes, after settling, the water is cleaned further by swirling alum in it or by filtration. Yes, and at last, we must boil the filtered water to prevent from microorganisms. Hope you have understood the water which is safe for drinking. Thank you, children.